We have a live look at the state capitol right now, where today lawmakers and the governor continue to try to negotiate the state's spending plan.
With days left until the new fiscal year starts, state leaders have yet to reach a deal. KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala standing by right now. So I guess let's talk just where they stand right now, Ashley.
Golston and Lisa, that new fiscal year starts July 1st. So state lawmakers and the governor are really bringing it down to the wire here. Newsom actually faces a deadline tomorrow to sign or veto the state spending plan lawmakers sent him a couple of weeks ago. Multiple sources right now close to the situation tell me the governor has seriously considered vetoing parts or even the entire thing. But as we've been reporting, that spending plan has been serving as a placeholder for the results of these actual budget negotiations that have been ongoing and lasting for weeks. Lawmakers in the assembly were scheduled to have a hearing on this budget here this morning, but that was abruptly postponed, and it's actually expected to now start any minute at this point. Now, the main hang-up in these negotiations centers around parts of Governor Newsom's effort to cut down on the process and paperwork to build energy, transportation, and other infrastructure projects under California's environmental laws. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle have criticized his attempt to use the very fast, less transparent budget process to pass new laws instead of using the typical legislative process.
This whole process is an example of a lack of leadership. I mean, the governor is supposed to be the one engaging the legislature in co-equal branches to work out a way for our state government to operate. And the fact that the two sides are not even talking to each other until the last minute, the governor is playing politics, holding up and trying to maximize his leverage to get the things that he wants, instead of coming together in an open way to lay out what are the priorities. This was not something even contemplated in the beginning of January, and now it's happening in the last minute. This is something that is just truly chaotic. Californians should be upset.
Now, another update on what we've been reporting as part of this whole process. As of late this afternoon, the dust has settled on the Delta Tunnel project disagreement. One of the projects the governor wanted to fast track that would reroute water from the Sacramento River to bypass the Delta through a tunnel and send that water south. That is now off the table and will not be included in this overarching proposal, multiple sources have told us. But again, nothing is set in stone until a deal is reached.
All right, Ashley, thank you so much.